What's going on, everybody? Welcome back to the channel. In today's video, we're going to be talking about NIO and Tesla. We got some news coming out about them, but we also got some stock market crashing going on. I don't want to say crashing, but a huge pullback, dude. We're in the midst of it right now. It's about 1 o'clock Eastern time here on the Eastern Seaboard, obviously. But before we hop into all that, we ask that you guys hit that sub button. We really appreciate all the support we've gotten so far. We're trying to hit 350 by the end of January. We only got a couple days left, so if you guys can hit that, really help us out. And without further ado, man, let's give it some razzle dazzle and hop into it. So right now, before we start into anything, dude, this stock market is pulling back huge. All the news of GameStop, AMC, Reddit, all these big hedge fund people just going at it, dude. They are going at it, and this is the perfect time to buy the dip. Buy that dip, man. Whatever stock you're looking at, I guarantee it tanked. I guarantee everything is tanking right now.
Guaranteed.
So Tesla's down like at least when at the bottom, man, that thing was down like 8%. Perfect buying opportunity if you are not into Tesla. Perfect buying opportunity if you are not into NIO, man. Below that $60 mark, we got some updated, buy price targets coming out with NIO, so it is a perfect buying opportunity. This is not financial advice. We always tell that in every video. This is all strictly for entertainment purposes only. Consult your own financial advisor. But yeah, dude, this makes me a little nervous. I'm not gonna lie to you. It gives you a little feeling.
Yeah.
But let's just go ahead and hop into it. Let's start with Tesla. So Tesla, again, right now it's down about 5%. Price targets, they got a new one actually. They have another analyst coming out saying a price target of $1,000, dude. From where we're at right now, that's big gains, huge gains. So they did have a price target come out. It was from, let's see here. It is, I think it's Argus Research. I think I'm pronouncing that correctly. Bill Selinsky, he's basically came out saying that he thinks Tesla's price target should be $1,000, boosting it up 30% from where he had it before. They're releasing their cars into China and pushing all of those. There's a new model coming out. Didn't you say something about a new model?
Well, it's the new, refreshed Model S.
Oh, okay, the refreshed Model S. That's what it is. But I know Elon tweeted a picture of it the other day of the inside of it, and it looked pretty cool. It looked pretty freaking cool. Nice and sleek. But Zelensky thinks that their price target is going to go up because of the fact that they just had their quarterly earnings, and yes, they did pull back from that, but their sales are up, in that quarter four, so that's good that they're still selling cars. And he believes that they're going to get the battery production costs down, and that's going to make the batteries cheaper for people. So then it makes it, the cars, they could sell the cars cheaper. So that, I believe, is just something that's just going to keep coming in time. The price is just going to keep going down, and it's only a matter of time before we have an average EV vehicle priced at an average, a typical car of $20,000-$30,000. But let's get some, let's go hop into the new model. Or I don't want to say new model, updated model.
Yeah, so the newly refreshed Model S, they start shipping in March. It has a whole refreshed exterior and, like they say, simplified interior. It also has, one of the bigger things is that it has, you can buy the option for the more powerful powertrain option, and it'll also have a 520 mile range instead of the 420 or 412 mile range that the regular Model S has. But that's even the 420 or 520 mile range that this one can get now. It's still 100 miles less than the new Nio sedan.
Right.
So there's that. But yeah, the new powerful powertrain option, it can go 0 to 60 in under 2 seconds, which
that's stupid.
Tesla said that's the fastest accelerating production car ever made, and from my research that I've done, it is the fastest production car ever made. The next one behind that is the Dodge Demon, which does it in 2.1 seconds.
It's crazy. And it's an electric vehicle too.
Right.
That's impressive.
Yeah, so some things about the Model S. They got rid of the huge touchscreen, and they put in the one that's more like what you would see in the Model 3 or the Model Y, but it's just an updated, nicer version, smaller bezels and all that good stuff. But there's also going to be a screen on the back of the center console for the people in the back seats. so I guess they have something to look at. So
Right.
that's something new. But the new Model S starts at 80,000 for the one that has the range of 412 miles, and doesn't have that, the new powertrain that does the 0 to 60 in less than 2 seconds. But or you can get the one that is 119,000 for
Right.
the new powertrain, but you don't get the extended miles. So 119,000 will get you to 0 to 60 in less than 2 seconds, but it only goes 390 miles, which doesn't nowadays. It doesn't seem like a lot when Nio's doing 620.
Right.
Or you can get the Plaid Plus, which is the top of the line Model S. It's does the 520 mile range. It does the whole 0 to 60 in less than 2 seconds, but it starts at $139,000.
That's crazy. That's crazy.
Right. So compare that to Nio's new sedan that does it. Their new sedan's it starts at like 80,000 or low 80,000s, and that comes with the 620 mile range, and it still does 0 to 60 in under 4 seconds, which is still just as fast as like a supercharged Camaro from what I looked up. Like it's still plenty fast. Like we were talking before this, you buy an electric car because you want it to be good for the environment or whatever, so you don't have to buy gas, all that good stuff. You're not really buying an electric car because it's fast.
Right.
So
race car.
I'm thinking
race car.
Right. So I'm thinking if Tesla stops caring so much about 0 to 60 speeds, like their new Model S with the bigger battery packs and everything, they could probably get a lot more miles than 520 if they didn't put as powerful engine or motors in it. Because the new one has like 3 motors instead of the 2. So like, I think they're kind of hurting themselves a little bit, but I mean, what do I know? I don't run Tesla, so.
Right. Right. No, it'll be interesting to see what happens when that comes out and how that affects everything. And I guess there's only one way to find out, and that's just to see. They still have their trucks coming out. They still have the semis coming out. So we'll keep an eye on Tesla. But again, it is down today. Great buying point. With these $1,000 price targets, this is a great time to buy. Again,
Dan,
do your own research.
Just one little thing before we move on. We had the Plaid Plus version, 520 mile range, is 139,000. Starts at 139,000.
Right.
The new Nio sedan, 620 miles, and costs 81,000. It's $60,000 cheaper the Nio sedan, and you go 100 miles further.
Right.
So there's that.
Right. So it's a little excessive if you ask me, but
that's a lot.
I don't
cheaper
know. I've never driven a
more
Tesla
miles.
or a Nio, so I couldn't say. But let's go ahead and hop over to Nio real quick while we're still here. So again, Nio, it's down today. Perfect buying opportunity for anybody who keeps asking, should I get in? Should I get out? What should I do? Should I sell? Should I hold? Perfect buying opportunity. That 57. Again, Nio has a price targets of anywhere from 75 up to 100. So in that range, that's where they predict this thing to go. When the next coming weeks, months, they see it going there. So that's good that all these companies are doing this. They just got not a buy rating, a price target of $80 from Morgan Stanley. So that's even more like big name companies and analysts and stuff coming out saying, hey, we trust Nio. We believe in Nio. This is where we think it's going to land. So $57 is going to look like a hell of a steal if you get it right now. Any cheap, even cheaper than that, it's still going to be a hell of a steal. So we'll see about that. This morning, Nio released an SEC filing from, I believe it's pronounced Bailey Gifford and Co. from the UK. They're an investment firm. They bought up just under 108 million shares of Nio, which equals about 8.3 of the available shares that are out there. And about 45% of those shares, of the Nio shares that are out, are owned by big institutions. So this kind of backs up our feeling of owning Nio, where it's going, where we believe this thing is going. So honestly, this tells me that a bunch of other people believe in it, and it looks like it's going to be a bright future. We'll see where it goes. I'm still pushing for this thing to be $120, $125 by the end of the year. It'll be interesting to see if we beat that, maybe hit it, see where it goes. But yeah, so hopping in again, I'm telling you guys, this is a great buying opportunity. Again, always do your own research first. This is not financial advice. But I feel like this beating on the market today, man, it's just been the market the last couple days has been nothing but dog water.
Yeah,
and
it's rough.
Just been trash. GameStop, the Reddit users against the big hedge fund people, dude. You love to see it, man. You want to see, the little guys win. And again, Dow's down almost 700 points as of right now. GameStop's up freaking 70%. AMC's up 60%. These are very risky stocks. You guys invest in them as you see fit. And again, it is very risky. But it makes me wonder if this is a new, like, how this is going to affect the market in the long term. And that we'll talk about that in like another video. We've already made a video on it as well. But I feel like that's kind of causing a bruising on the market today, along with the coronavirus news and vaccine news and stuff like that. So we'll keep an eye on it, but we just kind of wanted to bring you guys an update on all this information about Nio, about Tesla, and, GameStop beating people up, man. So that wraps up this video. If you guys like this kind of content, hit that like, share, notification bell, all that good stuff. Again, we're trying to hit, what is it, 350? 350 by the end of January. So if you guys could help us out, hit that sub button. And again, we really appreciate it, and we'll see you guys in the next one.